but it's where we go.
Yeah. So we are going to be tie-dyeing some shirts.
Folded Marie Kondo style. Also not a sponsor.
We got some nice shirts, and we got masks that look like underwear.
They don't look like underwear. They won't anymore.
They look like underwear.
They look like baby diapers when you wear them on your face.
I mean,
yeah.
Okay, so these are what we're going to be tie-dyeing. I think you can stop.
Oh, all right.
You can.
That's Vanna White whiting this whole thing. You don't even know who that is.
No, Dad. Okay, so these are what we're going to be tie-dyeing. I think my dad had a little too much coffee. Okay, so opening the kit. Instructione.
Very important to read the instructions.
Because if you just go in it and do whatever, it might come out like crap.
Yes. Well, that's true.
That's just it.
But the kit also
Comes with gloves.
comes with gloves. Came with this nice little tarp, which you want on your floor. Don't do this on carpeting, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Don't.
Or even tile. Just always
Right.
have a tarp. And then it came with some rubber band.
Rubber bands, which are important. And if you notice, we are wearing dark clothing.
Yeah.
Because if you get any of the dye on, it won't really affect it.
Yeah. And also, if you do get dye on parts of your clothes, just put it in the wash immediately. So.
And you don't want to ruin your Death of Normal t-shirt, available at bunny17media.com.
Yes, beautiful.
And our Etsy store.
I'm pretty sure we have all the colors.
I'm scrunching into this video.
Okay, so I'm just going to put the gloves over there for now until we read the instructions. This is the Spanish. Oh,
No, it's all there.
okay. I just saw Spanish over here and I'm like, that's not the right thing. Okay. Mix, I'm wearing protective gloves, add water to the dye bottle. So, what we gotta do, gotta add some water to these, because it's just powder. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. You probably can't. And it says we need to mix the water and wearing protective gloves.
Right, because if it overflows while you're filling it,
You're gonna
it'll
get
be
out.
a mess.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put the gloves on, fancy style. These are like, you know, when you go to
Like
sandwich shops,
Yeah. So
which
like the
will
nerd.
not be named because there are so many. It's like these kind of gloves.
Yeah, that's what the staff would wear at my school for giving food out to the kids. So
Yeah, lunch lady gloves.
yeah.
Fantastic.
And if you have your own gloves that are plastic,
Oh, look, listen, shh,
fascinating.
they're squeaky. Anyway,
But if you that's not where my hand goes. If you have your own plastic gloves or rubber gloves that you are allowed to use this with, use them if you need. It's not that fascinating.
pandemic ready now. For those. This is not necessary for tie-dye.
Yeah, you don't need to wear a mask
Right.
inside it. I can't get my hand in the glove. There we go.
I feel like letting you watch us fill bottles with water would be extremely boring. So this is where we cut to when they're full.
Be back in, I don't know how many minutes. We got a lot of bottles.
Like a second.
Okay.
Because it's edited and then you don't see.
But
If I cut out all this time, then it'll go from here to the next segment super fast. And that's how it works. Editing. Magic. Nothing happened. Are
I'm
you
gonna
still
go-
watching us? Oh my god.
Can I hit the pause button up there?
No. Oh my god, you assumed that. This is the worst. What's happening? Ah! So you want to make sure you do all of this over the sink. So like purple here, fill it slowly, especially once you get toward the top. Turn your water down a little bit and give yourself a little bit of room to shake. And when you shake it, to mix it, you want to make sure you do that over the sink and make sure that it's tight. So the red dripped a little bit when we shook it. That's what we're showing you. You can see all the powder on the bottom here. You need to kind of make sure you're turning it around. See all that? You can still see powder. So you want to make sure you shake it good enough to get all that powder. Now you can mix it right. But if you do it over the sink, you can see a little bit of red still in here.
Yeah.
From where it dripped.
Spilled a little bit on the counter, but that's okay. Just make sure to wipe it up.
Yeah. Use a wet paper towel so you can throw it away. See, because it'll stain in there. Or a dark towel if you're going to use it. I have a very dark gray over here, and it's not going to color it at all. So,
yeah.
So there you go.
There's no purple in here.
And you can see the colors here in the counter. And wipe down any wet. So it's good that I did use the gloves because especially red. Can you imagine? My skin would be dyed for days. So these are the colors we're starting with. These. And it will fill up the yellow. And it has a lot of colors in this kit. I think it's designed to make 32 different items. So, and I'll say t-shirts because, that's about what most people are going to do. But I think we're going to do the shirts. We're going to count the masks as one shirt since we have 4 of those. And they're small. And then we're going to go maybe to the store and pick up some more items to have a little bit more fun. Like maybe socks. Pack of white socks would be fun. Yeah. Or, things like that.
We got the primary colors in there, red, yellow, green.
Yeah, a couple secondaries. Secondaries here. Well, this is
beautiful.
Peach more than orange.
Yeah.
But it's a little lighter and a little more fun. But there is a dark orange in there as well.
Yeah.
And if we want to add more colors to what we're doing, we will. But the dyes fade over a few days and become less potent, so we want to use them up as much as we can today. So we might get a big item like maybe a white tablecloth or something and do a whole tie-dye. That'd be
or a blanket.
Cool. Ooh, a white blanket. That'd be cool too.
Or towels. Mm-hmm. We did a towel.
We did a towel before.
Yeah.
We did a hand towel.
Just a little dish towel, and it's in my bathroom now.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do that. We'll get some more little hand towels.
Yeah, we could do blankets so that we could have it out in the living room.
That'd be fun too. So yeah, let's see where we go.
So it didn't say to rubber band it in the instructions, but if you do want to design.
Look right there.
He has a majestic dog.
Greg, what a turd. Anyway.
It didn't say that you need to rubber band it at all. It just says that you need to add water to the dye, apply the dye, but in the picture it has rubber bands, so I don't know why it didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, the kit comes with a bunch. And if you're doing it on your own, you can just buy a bag of rubber bands.
Yeah, it comes with a bunch of rubber bands, yet it doesn't mention them. So
No.
Kind of weird. But if you want to just go in for it without the rubber bands on the tie-dye, do what you want.
Yeah, you could actually come out with some freestyle squigglies.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But if you want that classic tie-dye pattern, you need a rubber band.
Yeah. I made that mistake at my summer camp once. We were doing tie-dye.
Look how useless he is. Greg. Look at him. Okay.
We were doing tie-dye at my summer camp, and I did not use rubber bands at all.
How did it turn out?
It was kind of bad.
Okay. So the rubber bands are kind of a must.
But that was also my first time tie-dyeing.
That's true.
So it didn't come out that great.
All right. All right, so let's, why don't you show one way you're going to do it, and then I'll show one way I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do the classic swirl.
All right, well, let's get a close-up on this one.
So my shirt is wrinkly, but that's okay. And I'm just going to, like I said, do the swirl. So what you do is you pinch. You keep rolling it up until there's no more shirt to roll up. And at this point, it's just going to not want to swirl up on its own, so you got to kind of make it do it. Oh, it's a struggle. Okay, and then at that point you're gonna make like a little star out of rubber bands. So I'm gonna try to get this rubber band over. On my knee, and you do not need your gloves for this part because it's rubber bands. They're not going to stain your skin.
No, and I think it'd be way easier to not use gloves while you're doing the rubber banding.
Okay, so now I have it secured with one. I don't have to hold it for that much longer.
So you rubber band across, not around it?
Yeah, to make it like a little star.
Okay.
I mean, it's just to get sections on your shirt.
Gotcha.
It's not looking so great, but it's fine.
Yeah, it'll still make a fun pattern.
Yeah. And I like doing 3 rubber bands, so you get 6 different sections. You can do as many sections as you want.
Sorry for my poor camera work.
I got my finger in a few of the shots, so. So this is what it looks like. Not the best.
Okay. But once you add the dye to it, it'll be cool.
Where's the other side of the third one? Wait. Where's the other one?
It's in there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it got buried. See? 1, 2, 3.
Let's fix that. Okay, there we go. Now you can kind of see all of it.
All right.
But this is what if you want to do 6, you can have it like that. Oh my God, the rubber band keeps getting buried.
And since we're doing a few different ones, we're going to bundle a bunch up before we dye them.
Yeah, like
get it done.
Like there are ones where you can do it like this, where you can roll it up and have it in like 4 different sections, and do it like multicolored, just rows across.
Gotcha.
But you do have to do all sides of it. Like you have to dye this side, or else it's not just gonna bleed through to the other side.
Right.
It will, but it's not gonna. You have to.
It'll be very faint.
Yes, you still have to dye the other side. That's also one mistake that I made the first time I dyed.
Okay.
The tie dye.
And we did do this before, and we got some odd results. Like one where it was just one side ended up dyed because it didn't go all the way through.
Yeah.
When you did a bunch pattern like you did just a minute ago, like that sausage kind of.
Like this.
Yeah, you banded it like sausage links. Yeah, you had it kind of folded more than bunched, and that's what caused it to only, like the inside part was just.
If you just grab
blank.
it, you don't make sure it's not all folded. Just make it look like a bunch kind of there.
Yeah.
And you can put it as low as you want. I'm going to put mine up at the top here, so I can just continue on from there.
And like I said, it's like sausage links.
Like this. It just makes sections on there. So you can do as many sections as you want. I'm going to do 4.
Okay.
So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
All right, well, let's... I got an idea for the masks, since they're smaller items, and you can record me doing that one.
All right.
For the mask, since it's a small area, I thought it might be fun to kind of do a bullseye sort of thing. So I'm going to put my finger right in the middle there and just kind of poke that out and rubber band it around here and get that tight, and then I don't want to wrap it perfectly, you know what I mean, so all the rings are together, because I want to get a little bit of a pattern there. And then I'm going to take another rubber band and do the same kind of thing but further down, so we get a little bit of a bullseye going there. And then the straps get what they get, and I'm fine with it, because mostly it's tucked under your ear or under your hair, if you have hair, not like me.
He's bald.
But yes, everybody knows that. They have eyeballs if they're watching YouTube. Or if they're listening, I'm bald, if you're only listening to this. So yeah, so there's a very small little spot there, and then a ring, so we got kind of 3 sections. And honestly, I'm going to take one more, and just, now that I'm looking at it, and this is all experimental, of course, because, you know, here in the United States, or most countries, in Asian countries, it's common practice to wear masks when you're sick. So maybe this has been done there, but not
here.
In a lot of European or North American or South American countries. It's a new thing for us. So, So I'm going to try that, and we'll see what we get. Maybe we'll get some little weird squiggly colors. So let's get all the rest of these things rubber band, and then we'll come back and show the different bundles we have.
You gonna do a shirt?
I am gonna do a shirt. Well, we don't have to do that on here. I'll just show it
Later.
once we get them all done. Yeah, and then we'll just lay them out before we die.
We'll see you in 2 seconds.
All right.
See you later. So these are all of the tie-dye things that we've done. These ones are mine, and then these ones over here are my dad. We both made the same kind of two mask things. This one supposed to turn out as a smiley face.
I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go, but this I made another swirl one, but I used it at the very bottom corner, left bottom corner of my shirt, so it's gonna turn out different than this one. This one looks bad. And I changed it from the weird sausage link looking thing to a bullseye, kind of like the mask. This one is like this, the one that my dad made, but folded in half. So, time to put my gloves on. Because you don't want our hands to get stained. If I could open up the glove, that'd be nice. Got my gloves on. Dad, you got yours on?
Mine are on.
All right, do this.
All right, let's get all the excess away and choose the one you're doing first.
I will be doing my bullseye first.
And you want to work this in the center of the tarp so that you're not getting a lot of runoff all over the floor.
And we can each do our own.
Yes, and please, well, let's just do one at a time and see how things roll.
All right, so. But the first color that I want to do, I think this nice green that we have, can't really see it over there, but it'll be fine. I'm gonna open it. And as you can see already, there's like dye on my glove, so you gotta be careful when you open it.
Yup.
And it does pour out fast, so.
Yeah, it's almost like the consistency of Kool-Aid. It's just powder and water, so. It's a little bit thicker, but you're being a little too gingerly, I think, but
Just
let it get on the tarp, and if it soaks in, it soaks in. And that's the thing about tie-dye. You can't make it perfect. It's never going to come out exactly the way you pictured in your head, which is kind of the fun of it. It's the surprise of the outcome, which you won't get for so many hours after.
And what you can do even is just like let the rest of it soak it up. So
yeah,
I didn't really have to do anything on this side. I think that's enough green on this one. And at some point you will get dye on the rest of the sections where you don't want it. So.
Yeah, but that's all right. That's part of the fun. It's part of the little surprise and what makes each shirt unique.
Yep.
Anyway, when you tie
I
it.
think that I should do the red next.
All right. Got
We've
it.
already dyed glove.
Be careful with your sweats there.
Yeah. It's got Christmas colors going. Not even really close to Christmas. Do a Halloween shirt, if anything.
Red and green work for Halloween too. Green goblins.
Oh.
The red blood. Ugh.
I just squirted that all the way over there.
And make sure you're doing this with your parents. Don't go crazy on your own with this stuff, because...
Because it's just...
Yeah.
You're going to ruin something. Because you got to have that supervision.
And like I said, not on carpet. Even outside is great if you can do it out there.
Because then it's fine if you even get dye on the sidewalk,
Yeah.
where it's not ruining your carpeting or tile.
Unless you live in the desert like us and it's 9,000 degrees outside.
Then don't do it outside.
Yeah.
Alright, gotta put the cap on my red. If I can close it. know if it's even closing.
It's all right.
Yeah, let's have that. Oh, looks like it's
Put it
built
aside.
a little bit. Be careful for that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to snap.
Oh, I just dragged it. It
That's
didn't
fine.
even leave anything. Okay. For my third color, I want to do the purple. You can already see that there's red getting into my green, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's gonna blend, and that's what makes for the patterns to be fun too.
Okay, let's see if I can open the purple. Can you open the purple for me? I can see it on my hands. Thank you. And the purple, I want to be in one of the big sections because purple is one of my favorite colors. So
You gonna put any other color there, or just purple?
just purple.
All right. So remember, big section like this, if you're gonna do just one solid color, is gonna take up a lot of dye.
Just let it soak up everything. Oh, well, it's gone to the other section, but that's perfectly fine.
And make
Hair.
sure you get hairs, stray hairs. Not mine, obviously.
I'm just holding it to keep it more secure.
If you want to soak up the excess, paper towel works just fine. If you don't want it all over your shirt, but hey, fancy tie-dyed paper towel. Ooh, you're getting a little off camera there, kiddo.
I know, I'm just holding it so I can do it better. And there's a lot of purple in my glove, but that's okay, because then I can just rub it in. This is what it looks like so far. I guess I will do, I don't know, maybe yellow for the last color.
Blot up. Don't wipe it, just blot it, because when it drips everywhere, you don't want it spreading around, so.
Need to close the purple. Oh,
Yep, see, yellow's already, I may have overfilled a hair of yellow.
okay.
Nice color mix. Look at that. Ooh.
And for yellow, it kind of looks like pea, I know.
It does.
It probably won't mix well with the purple if it does get in there, so I'm just gonna kind of spray it wherever.
So you're gonna have plenty of white left on the shirt? Is that your plan?
Yeah, I still want white on
Well,
there.
actually, with that much, if you're dribbling with that big of a section, you can use that to mop up the rest of the yellow, so you'll soak up more into the shirt, which is actually pretty good. And yeah, you do want to lift up these layers while you're dyeing, so that
What?
you get inside a little bit too, because it's not all, like we said before, it's not all going to perfectly soak through.
Like in there. Get some in here.
So you want some white left over then?
Yeah, I want like a lot of white in the yellow section, so
Okay.
I'm good with the yellow like that. There's a little bit of purple in my yellow, so that's okay.
Mhm. So is that done the way you want it to be?
Yep, it just doesn't look that great right now, but trust me, it'll look beautiful when we are done.
All right, so the next step, they tell you to use plastic wrap. That's fine because you want to keep the moisture in for 6 to 8 hours. And we'll usually, if you want it to be stronger, the color, you want to leave it longer. So we're going to go close to 8 hours. Honestly, make your life easy. Go with a sandwich bag if you can. Use a gallon for a longer pattern like this. If you use a bunched up one, like
Like one of my other ones.
the
that
little
are-
wrapped up, yeah, look like a big cinnamon
Like the
roll.
swirl.
Use a quart bag maybe, and then it keeps it nice and tightly bunched. But this, you want to leave a little bit of spread, so you can even pin it down like this to keep the sections apart from each other, and keep the moisture in. And so use like a Ziploc bag of some sort. Ziploc, not a sponsor. have to remind YouTube.
None of these are sponsors. We don't have a single sponsor
You know,
for this video.
it can be Ziploc, it can be Glad, it can be Hefty or store brand. I don't care.
We're just saying every
Yeah, no.
Ziploc brand.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not?
Just a sandwich bag of some sort. A giant.
Or even a plastic
That's
bag.
a big old sandwich.
like something that you get from the store.
But you can use plastic wrap. So
Yeah.
to wrap around this is just way easier, and that's the best way.
You know, it's like a banana.
All right. So now I'll do one, and then we'll do all the rest and come back and show you what we've got at the end. So this is the first mask that I did. I did it kind of, to have a little bullseye in the middle.
Looks like a little person with legs. And
Yeah, like a little baby squid. So I'm going to put that one right there. And I think I'm going to start out with I'm going to go dark to light. So I'm going to start purple in the middle section. And then squirt that on and soak it up with the tip.
Looks funny.
Yeah. And let it soak in there. And then blot that out. And then the next color I'm going to go with is the blue.
Nice.
And just squirt that all over. And with this one, I don't care if it gets all over the place.
Yeah.
Because I want it to be kind of scattershot in a way. And I'll soak up on the bottom side with the blue. So it gets a little right there, and I'll roll that over and get a little bit more. You can already see the purple soaking through past the rubber band, which is awesome. That's what I want. I want it to bleed through. All right, and then we'll soak that up again. So I got a good coverage of the blue there and the purple. So that looks cool, and you can see my hands are getting blue on the rest, which is awesome.
My old school colors.
Yep, there you go. I'm going to go with the peach next because we haven't touched that one.
I'm excited to use that color.
So I'm curious. Ooh, it's a pinkish.
Oh, that looks.
You know what it looks like? Like watermelon candy.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like that. Get that out of my way. Get some in there so it gets all the way through. And now I'll soak that up with it.
Kind of looks like some Hawaiian t-shirt mix. The
Sort
blue
of.
and the orange.
I think it's going to look cool when it's done.
Like, because you can already see it mixing in there a little bit, and it kind of looks
It's a little
like.
Hawaiian punchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you were to take Hawaiian Punch and Kool-Aid.
So on this one, I don't care if I soak a blue in there and whatever, because it makes it look like the color is spreading throughout, which is what I want. From dark to light. And the good thing is, like doing the dark first, light colors won't overpower the dark. But if you do light first, the dark can overpower it. So it can be interesting. Say you did the whole thing in a light color and then started adding dark on top of that. That would be cool too, and I might do that with my next one. And then I'll add the lightest color on the straps, and that'll be the yellow. And this is going to be tougher because this is more stitched. So this might not be the easiest to dye. But, cloth mask with cloth straps, it's not elastic. So elastic probably won't dye as easily, but I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you can soak up the rest of it.
Yeah, so the yellow is soaking into there pretty nicely, which is good. Ooh, that looks cool, actually. It's super bright.
It looks a little green, too, so.
Yeah. So, all right. So now that I've soaked all of that in, so that's what the mask looks like. Got the purple, the blue, the peach,
It looks more yellow off camera.
and the yellow. And I will put that in a sandwich bag. And that one, you go sandwich size, which I need to grab a couple of because I didn't even think about that. So, and that'll keep it moist, and we'll leave that for a good 6-8 hours. I'm probably going to go 8 with mine, just to keep it longer and to get the color to really burn in.
It does look a little bit more neon here rather than on the camera, so.
That's true.
It looks a little darker on camera.
Yeah, it's hard to, you get a taste of it there. But we'll see. We'll shoot more in 10 hours or so once everything's been taken out of the bags and washed and all that, and then you can really see what's
This
what.
part kind of reminds me of the little Crayola markers. Not sponsored. Just gotta say that after everything.
All right,
be safe.
so we're going to dye the rest, and we'll be back to show you all of our crazy colors in their baggies.
See you in 2 seconds. We finished all of the shirts. We had to add 2 more colors because I just wanted to, and we were kind of running out. And I made this shirt with the new colors, and I'm calling that my Hulk shirt. So, yeah. These are all the shirts. And see you in 2 seconds. Got all the shirts done. And masks.
Yep. So now, the next step is to rinse these. It's been, what, 7 hours at least?
Yeah, it's 11:30 right now.
Yeah.
So,
no school or work tomorrow, so it's okay.
yeah.
So you take it out, and you want to rinse it thoroughly. You're trying to get off the excess dye. That's the important thing. If you see the dye running in the sink, you want to keep rinsing until the dye runs out. And at this point, the rubber bands can come off.
Now you can see how your smiley face shirt turned out.
Yeah. Well, we won't see that until everything is dry.
Well, I mean, you can kind of see the design now, but
A little bit.
a little bit, yeah.
And if you have to cut the rubber bands, you cut them. Who cares? Rubber bands are cheap. You buy a bag of them for like a few bucks at any, what do you call it?
Store.
Stationery store? Store. Yeah, just store in general. You can even see the color over in the pile of rubber bands that I have going.
This shirt looks insane.
It does so far.
It's got like a lot of orange in the very bottom.
Yeah, well, that's okay. And that's the thing. You can try to make something all you want, but you never know what it's going to turn out to be.
I kind of want to see what it looks like right now. The entire thing just. Can you lift it up? Does
Does it look like all the dye ran out?
Yeah. I don't see any more coming out.
Alright.
Right. I mean, kind of. You can see the eyes there.
It
the
looks like a
mouth.
crazy face.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild.
And then, I guess, a little bit of the nose right there.
Like lips on the
right
bottom
there. Some big lips.
That's wild. What's the back look like? Kind of the same, but...
Yeah, but like, yeah.
That's wild. Cool. So, now I have a container on the side. Put all the rinsed out ones because we're going to have to take those and put them in the washing machine. And wash all of them. And you want to wash this separate from everything else. So, as we do that process, we'll come back. We're going to... You put the washing machine, you put a little bit of soap and put it to a large load, the largest you can get, so that there's more water and a little bit of soap.
I can't wait to see what this one looks like.
Yeah. And then we'll wash them and dry them, and the next thing you'll see is us showing all the shirts and the masks and what they look like. So, see you then.
We're going to have so many SpongeBob transitions in this, probably. So it is actually the next day. It took a little longer than we expected to do all this, but we got everything done, as you can see. This is, I don't know whose shirt this is, but it's a shirt.
Turn around. The front has more color on it, I think. Yeah, it got more stripes.
That one's super cool. I think this one was mine, maybe.
Yeah, another stripey one. Oh, that was the one. No, that was the one I made where I kind of zigzagged it and rubber banded it together.
Yeah. And then this was my bullseye t-shirt.
Nice.
And as we can see right now, I'm wearing the Hulk t-shirt that I made. It's super nice. This was my swirl one that I made.
Mm-hmm.
This was his smiley, my dad's smiley face one.
And it does look like a creepy face.
This side you can see it better because
Yeah.
it's just you can see it better. And then we have the masks. We got this one, this nice one.
Mm-hmm.
I like this side better because this one just looks all blotchy and purple. Then this one I think looks like the gay pride flag, kind of, just in different order. And then this one.
That one's cool.
This is my old school colors. I didn't mean to do that, but I did it. Then we got the one that my dad made.
Looks like an eyeball.
Yes, it does. I guess watching you. Yeah, but these are how all of the shirts turned out, and mine, super nice.
Yep.
Oh, ow. Just hit my hand, but that's okay. This one is personally my favorite mask. Looks like a rainbow.
We'll put it on.
It's probably backwards right now.
That's fine. Anyway, you want to sign off after our tie-dye spectacular?
I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button and go to our merch link, 2017media.com, and you can get a whole bunch of Death and Normal stuff, Bunny 17 Media stuff, and much more. Bye.